Damian Lillard has finally been traded, and it's to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, Giannisantetokounmpo finally has a superstar that he can play alongside. Now, did I see this coming? Absolutely not. No way in any world did I think the Bucks were going to be the team to get Damian Lillard. But now that they have him, Damian Lillard and Giannis are probably the best duo in the league and are probably favorites for the title now. I mean, they kept most of their core, so, the Bucks are still going to be the Bucks. And them being able to retain a majority of their core was probably the best part about this trade. Sure, the Bucks gave up 3 future first-round picks that are far into the future, so who knows what the team looks like by then. But, they got off of Jrue Holiday, which sucks. I really thought Jrue Holiday was going to be a lifer with the Milwaukee Bucks. He even said he wanted to be. But when an opportunity like Damian Lillard comes up, I see why they moved on from Jrue. Now Drew's heading to Portland, and you know what? He'll probably be shipped to a third team because Portland is not trying to contend right now, so why do they need Jrue? They don't need Jrue Holiday. That's the answer, right? Jrue Holiday will probably get shipped to a team like, the Boston Celtics, who have Malcolm Brogdon, who they've been trying to get off of. They'll probably get a couple of picks along with Malcolm Brogdon in return for Jrue Holiday. So, if you're a Blazers fan, you got that to look forward to. Who knows? Maybe the Warriors even ship off Chris Paul in exchange. That would make the Warriors a fucking super dynasty continue, right? But, let's talk about the Bucks here. Because Milwaukee, there was rumors that maybe Giannis moves on from Milwaukee. Hell, Giannis himself brought up this idea of him leaving Milwaukee several times. He would always say, whenever he'd do a media run, I would love to stay in Milwaukee, but, if there's no chance of contending, I don't want to be here. That's what he would say. He said that several times over the past few years. And look at this. They go out, they get Damian Lillard. So not only do they appease Giannisantetokounmpo, but now Damian Lillard's hyped because they're going to be a duo. That's going to be fun to watch. I mean, me personally, if I were a bandwagon fan, I would jump on this bandwagon ASAP, but no, unfortunately, I'm not. I'm stuck with the Lakers, who are honestly a great team, who probably had the best offseason before this trade, because now the Bucks obviously have the best offseason. But let's talk about the other teams in the deal. Like I said, Portland is getting Jrue Holiday, who they're probably shipping. Then their next biggest asset would have to be DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns. That's a huge pickup. I love that pickup for the Portland Trail Blazers. He is honestly better than the center they had right now, which was Jusuf Nurkic. So DeAndre Ayton is an improvement, and as much flack as the man gets, he is a valuable asset. I mean, he's still super young. He's been to the finals. He's carried his own weight. Yeah, like maybe Chris Paul boosted his career, boosted his stats. But who knows, maybe DeAndre Ayton, with these new young guards, will be able to do something in Portland, and they won't just, tank and be bottom feeders for the next 3 years like they're supposed to be. And then after Jrue Holiday and DeAndre Ayton, the rest of the trade package is pretty lackluster for now. They got Toumani Camara, who was, just there to kind of fill salaries, make salary cap work. And then they got 3 future first-round picks from the Milwaukee Bucks, like I mentioned earlier, with 2 of them being pick swaps and 1 of them being an actual pick. But honestly, pick swaps are solid. It's just a rule that NBA implemented, so you can't trade your picks back to back to back. But that's kind of a way to get around that. And now that leaves us with the Phoenix Suns, the last team in this 3-team trade. Now, why would they get rid of DeAndre Ayton? Well, this team needed depth, hard and heavy, because they've gotten guys like Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant on the squad. Those 3, the plan is for them to carry the squad, while the rest of it is filled with solid role players. And they got a few solid ones in free agency, don't get me wrong, they're nice, but the ones they got in this trade are even better. I think this makes the Suns favorites in the West, possibly. I mean, that's how much depth they got. For starters, the Suns get a solid little center in Jusuf Nurkic. Jusuf Nurkic, he could be considered an okay starting center or a really good backup at this point in his career. Who cares? He's better than what the Suns have right now, so he'll probably be starting on the team and makes the team better overall. Now, the other people, you got Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen is a grit and grind, hard-working, blue-collar kind of player. He's going to go out and make the dirty plays so that the stars don't have to. I mean, just ask Giannis. Grayson Allen would, he played dirty as hell, but the stars are going to love him. Now, the other two role players aren't nearly as good as the first two, but they'll still add to the team, and they'll probably get minutes. Next would have to be Portland's first-round pick back in 2020, Nassir Little. Yes, that big man who, honestly, I had high expectations when he came out of college. I really thought, he went to North Carolina. I thought this dude would be a dog in the NBA. And unfortunately, he just hasn't broken, the mold. He's stuck in Portland. And Portland wasn't even a good team while he was there. So the fact that he hadn't been able to break out in Portland, what does that say? I can tell you right now that Nassir Little is not getting the 25 or 18 minutes per game that he was getting in previous seasons in Portland. So his role will be reduced. But maybe his play will improve now that he's alongside three superstars. So you got that to look forward to. And the final player is Keon Johnson. Keon Johnson, he's been around the league, and he's only been in the NBA since 2021. You see, he got traded his rookie year, so this is now his third team. And he didn't really do anything with the Clippers, which is the team that drafted him. He had a better career so far with Portland. I mean, those 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists he was putting up like 2 years ago was probably the best he's done. And he only played in like 22 games for Portland that year. And then last year, he only played in 40. So who knows if he's even, important or if he's just salary filler. But anyway, that's basically the entire trade broken down for you. Winners here, honestly, everyone is kind of a winner. I wouldn't say there's a really big loser. But if I had to pick one, I guess I would go with the Portland Trailblazers. Just because they lose a star like Damian Lillard, they're having to head into a rebuild. And I'm calling them the losers, even though they got 3 future first-round picks, a guy like DeAndre Ayton, and a guy like Drew Holiday. That's how good this trade was. They're probably the losers in all of this, because maybe they could have got a better offer. But, fuck the Heat. Fuck Pat Riley, you know what I'm saying? Portland, that's how they do business. Alright, that is how they do business. And as for the Suns and the Bucks, I do think they're winners in all of this, but by far, Milwaukee is the biggest winner. They are the biggest winner in this entire deal because not only do they have to not worry about possibly losing Giannis because he's not leaving anymore now that Damian's there, but they get Damian Lillard. He's been a top 5 point guard his entire career almost. And I don't see him falling off a cliff anytime soon. I mean, sure, he's getting older, but he is not going to be falling off a cliff in the next 3 to 5 years. And with all of the advancements in the medical field, we've been able to see superstars last pretty long into their late 30s and be a valuable part of a team. I mean, look at LeBron. LeBron's a little different, but even Chris Paul. Chris Paul's like, late 30s at this point, and he's still putting up numbers. So, now with medicine advancing, maybe Damian Lillard will last longer than people think. But that's about it for the video. Catch y'all later. Much love. Deuces.